Kuba stood at the edge of the vast, golden desert, a place where most would never dare to dream of farming. But Kuba wasn't like most people. She had always seen potential where others saw impossibility. As the wind whipped around her, blowing grains of sand against her face, she smiled. This was the perfect place for her farm. The village elders had warned her. "The desert is no place for a garden, child," they said. But Kuba had seen a vision in her dreams. Lush green crops swaying in the desert breeze, fruit hanging heavy on the vines, and animals finding life in the barren land. She had always felt a deep connection to the earth. Growing up, she learned the ancient farming techniques passed down by her ancestors, but those techniques were meant for fertile soil, not the hard, dry sands of the desert. So she had to adapt, innovate, and most of all, believe. The first step was water. Kuba had heard tales of ancient underground rivers flowing deep beneath the desert. With the help of some of the village's young dreamers, she dug deep into the ground, tirelessly searching for the hidden lifeblood of the earth. Days turned into weeks, and just when it seemed like all hope was lost, water burst from the ground in a crystal-clear stream. It was small, but it was enough to begin. With water flowing, Kuba turned to the seeds. She chose crops that were resilient, able to withstand the scorching sun and dry air. She built windbreaks using old palm fronds and rocks to protect the seedlings from the harsh desert winds. As she planted each seed, she whispered to them, singing the songs her grandmother had taught her, songs of growth, strength, and hope. The days were long and grueling. The desert sun was unforgiving, but Kuba's determination was stronger. She carefully rationed the water, making sure each drop counted. Her hands became calloused, her skin darkened by the sun, but with each passing day, small green sprouts began to push through the sand. Kuba's farm grew slowly at first, tiny patches of green in the endless sea of gold. But soon, those patches expanded. The vegetables and fruits that survived the first harsh months became the foundation for a new ecosystem. Birds started to return, drawn to the fresh water and plants. Small animals came to visit, and soon Kuba had a thriving farm where once there had only been emptiness. The villagers who had once doubted her now came to see the miracle of Kuba's desert oasis. They marveled at the sight of tomatoes, melons, and herbs growing in the middle of the desert. They could hardly believe their eyes. But Kuba knew that it wasn't just luck, it was her deep connection to the earth, her belief in the impossible, and the teachings of her ancestors that had brought the desert to life. One evening, as the sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over her thriving farm, Kuba stood by the edge of her field, looking out at the once barren land now full of life. She smiled softly to herself. This wasn't just a farm, it was a testament to the power of hope, resilience, and the belief that with enough determination, even the harshest of places could bloom.